most famous theatre in the world. It's Sir Jack Dee!
Thanks. Thank you. Thank you for the thunderous round of applause there. Of course, you weren't to know I have a headache. I don't suppose you really thought about it that carefully, did you? It's just us the whole time. Where's your widget? Oh, you could be very sorry you said that. I'll look away and he'll think I've finished with him. Hey? Where's my ladybird? It's in the dressing room. Why, where's your self-respect? I know you took a bow there, but I don't think they were applauding you, I have to say. Sorry. Sorry to take the wind out of your sail there. Or is it a shirt? I don't know. The fact is, I have music to play me on so I don't have to listen to all this bloody heckling goes on. I get so sick of it. You wouldn't believe it. Yeah. He's quite short, isn't he? People come up to me in the street now. They say, you're not as big as you're on telly, are you? You're not as big as you're on telly, are you? Well, I don't know. How big's your fucking television? Yes, little titch on stage. That's right, yeah. Yeah, the midget with a widget. I know, yeah. Get off your chest. That's fine. Fine by me. Yeah. It's great to be here. It is. You know, I first of all, let me say something about the show. I won't be doing anything about, like this audience participation. I won't be sort of picking on people, because I hate that stuff. Don't you hate all that kind of gear? Don't you hate that? Don't you hate that, sir? Don't you hate that? Happened to me once, and I swore I'd never do that to an audience. This guy just picked on me the whole time, and he's going, where are you from? Oh, leave us. What's your name? Oh, please. In the end, I had to get up. I said, look, mate, you're the one who's been paid to get here and do your crummy little half-baked routine, right? So why don't you just tell your jokes and fuck off? Oh, the shit I got into for that was unbelievable. I was 4 years old, it was a birthday party. I believe that was the last gig Coco the Clown ever did. Jesus Christ. You hear that? That freaks me out, that laugh does. Jesus, where'd you put your broomstick? I have got a bit of a headache. I have to say, because I was out celebrating my wife's birthday last night. I didn't get in till like 3 o'clock in the morning, and Christ, she was livid. Oh my God. Anyway, listen, sorry to bring you all out here. The Hackney Empire was booked. We couldn't get it. I'm sorry about that. That's a big disappointment. This is, the Palladium, for Christ's sake. You'd have thought they could have made a bit more effort for us with this bloody backcloth. Look at the state of that. I mean, look, it looks like it's been used as a carpet or something, like at a wanking competition. We have a winner! Yeah. Oh, yeah, roll box. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. Yeah. Never understood the point of is she all right, or are you going to have to... Jesus Christ, what is it, the sun or something got to you? You've been lying out in the sun, have you? Is that what... I'm getting burnt, look! Piston burnt! Never understood the point of these boxes anyway? Because you're not even facing the stage. Pointless, isn't it? Look her up here. She disappeared. You can't see us anymore, can you? Serve you right. Because it all just points out into the audience. That's all they see. They don't see anything. They go home. Do you have a good show? I don't know. The audience had a good show. I don't know. I didn't really see anything. Yeah. But it's nice to. Yeah, I know that there are. People right up the back there, right up the top, and it's nice to see you here as well. Are you all right up the top there? Yeah. Thank you very much. Yes, good. Yeah. I happen to know we got a party in from the National Health Service, so it's good to, outpatients, in fact. Yeah, they go, unstrap me, I'd like to clap as well, please. If you could just laugh at the appropriate time, that would help me. I want you to enjoy it, of course, but at the right moment. That would really... No, because otherwise it just kind of underlines the pointlessness of what I'm doing up here. You know what I mean? She goes, did you have a good show? Yeah, I did. Did you laugh? Yeah, but then I laugh anyway, don't I? But it's a Palladium. It's good to be here, because you can never, tell what it's going to be like. Some of these places are so big now that you do these gigs and it's like a teeny bopper gig or something. It's like you feel like you should have security along the front. This place is so big. I can't believe it. I feel like, imagine I'm Take That, right? I am Take That, right? That's one of their movements, isn't it, Because I'd like to think if I was in a rock band, I'd think of a name like Take That, wouldn't you? I think that says a lot. I say, hi guys, I've got a name. Let's call ourselves Take That. Good and punchy, innit? Take That. I was like, so much to tell these boys. Take That is one of these things you say at school before you get your face punched in. Well, you see these teeny bopper gigs and stuff. You see security all across the front holding the kids back. So I'd be the teeny bopper band, and you'd be teenagers coming at me, and you have to have security to hold them back. Have you ever watched these security guards? They're all going, steady on now, don't push too hard. Oh God. Oh, you fit young things. Oh yeah, don't push too hard. Then one of the kids faints, gets taken out. So I was like, did you enjoy the show? I don't know, I passed out, then I don't know what happened. This is nice, this is what I want, this is what I need this, because you never know what you're going to get when you're going from town to town, you just never can tell. Some places, frankly, you're lucky if they're turning the right way, you know what I mean? It's like, they're more interested in the spotlights, They go, hey, a fucking big tractor, isn't it? That's not a tractor, stupid. That's a combine harvester. I tell you, I've been to some of these places, there's signs outside the door, mind your knuckles. I go, oh. Yeah. These are people that open their front door every morning, see 2 pints of milk, go, who left that there? Yeah. I went to this one place, one very long ago, this place called Extra Toes, middle of nowhere, and it was only a couple of weeks ago, there was a cinema there, and I was playing Jaws, yeah. There's a whole line of people going, what's it about? Does anyone know what it's about? This place had a ring road, I had to go around it 18 times, get enough speed to leave the time warp. The car was shuddering, going... One thing I really, you're driving along, you'll be listening to Radio 1, and you get plunged into local radio. Oh, God, it's just a bad experience, that, isn't it? You're listening to Horlicks FM. Okay, time for traffic update. Mr. and Mrs. Jones reversing out of their driveway. They got no money, they can't play proper music, it's all this shit. Remember this from Leo Sayer? Yeah, I do. You played it 20 minutes ago. That's interesting. I'm glad they make you feel like dancing, Leo, because the fact is, you make me feel like driving my car into a fucking brick wall. I got back recently, because I've been away, and which helps, doesn't it? I always find. I always think if you want to get back, go away first. It's important. Because otherwise people notice, in fact. You do. You make an idiot, you go, I'm back! Well, you haven't been anywhere. Oh, no, sorry. Got back, right, found my car being broken into, right, and I'd had my radio stolen. Or rather, I hadn't had my radio stolen. I got one of these radios that you take out with you. Someone had broken in and stolen the space it goes in. I thought, that's great, I've had a surreal burglary. There's someone going around a pub somewhere in London going, do you want to buy some space? I ring the police, right? Straight away, I get a letter from them. 4 days later, right? Get his letter. You know what his letter says? It says, Dear Victim. I thought, that's nice, isn't it? That's a nice way to address you. Dear Victim. You might as well put, Dear Loser. Oh, boo-hoo-hoo-hoo. So life has finally happened. Plus, in the corner of the page was a picture of a bumblebee, right? Which I presume had something to do with Operation Bumblebee. I mean, I don't know. It was either that or it was a policeman down the station with a load of notepaper left over from when he was 7. I mean, I was imagining him colouring in down the station, yeah. You should cheer him up, wouldn't it? Lend us your yellow. Can I borrow your yellow, please? Someone left the lid off mine, it's dried up. Yeah, 2 days later, the policeman at my door said, we couldn't find your radio, but we've done a picture of it for you. There you are. Right, well, the point is, I've had an immobiliser fitted to my car, which is a new thing. I'm very pleased with it. What happens now, if someone breaks into my car again, it cuts their fucking legs off. Which I think is fair. He came to immobilise me, and yet I immobilised him. I've been in trouble with the law once, you know. I was going down a bus lane, and I couldn't resist. You know what it's like? You get stuck in traffic. It's like looking at a water slide on a hot day, isn't it? You just look at it, you think, oh, I must have a go on that. Just this once, I'm going to treat myself. I did. I had a go. And I got busted. Busted is a big word to use for such an, yeah, the law, man, they come down on me. They threw the book at me, man, they did. They threw away the key. Why, what did you do? I was going down a bus lane. I was going down a bus lane, and I was in a yellow Fiat 127, right? Which is what alerted the constable. Comes out, and he stops me. Comes to the window of the car. You know what he says? He says, are you a bus? I didn't know what to think. I mean, yeah, I was confused, in fact. I was. I didn't know how to answer this. I'd just woken up. It was, I thought, Jesus Christ, am I a bus? I don't know. Maybe I'm a bus. He must have asked me for some reason. Oh, maybe I'm one of these people, I've forgotten what I am. I'm a bus. I thought as a person, I'm not a bus. And then I pulled myself together and I thought to myself, I might be able to lie my way out of this. So I said to him, you're new to traffic, aren't you? Unfortunately, he thought I was taking the piss, right? He gets his book out, he's going to do me for it, right? Amazingly, just as this happens, another yellow Fiat 127 pulls up behind me. So I said, ha! Isn't that just typical? Yeah, now I had him confused. He was going, all right, fair enough, Gov, off you go. Thank you, officer. Ding, ding. All aboard. So one of these places we were in, one of these towns that we drove through, I went into a bank, and there's one of these banks where they're trying to do away with the glass partition. I couldn't believe it. I went in, and there's no glass partition between you. There's just nothing there. Nothing there. The bank teller's going, fuck off. That pisses you off when young people work in banks. I hate that. So yeah, is that meant to attract you to going to that bank in some way? Because you want to go to discuss your money, or the most important thing to you, your loved ones, your future. You go up, you confront with some 14-year-old. Can I help you? Well, I wonder, can you? Is there a grown-up in the building? Yeah. Is your dad in? Huh? Someone without biro marks all over their fucking hands? Yeah? The whole pissy attitude they have, you go in, there's rope to wait by. See that rope? You wait there. Wait by the bit of rope. Wait for the little light to go, and then it comes scurrying up to the window. At my local bank, they've planted hedges. It's a maze now. It is a maze. They've got bank tellers on ladders going, stay to the left at all times. I love this new thing of people taking JCBs and ripping cash points out of bank walls. Isn't that great? Isn't that the best crime to do? Everyone should be doing that. Well, it must be a lot of fun to start with anyway. You're just driving down the high street with that. I'll just nick that. These little machines deserve everything they get. They get more and more sarcastic the less money you got in your account. You go and you put a little PIN number in. He goes, well, how much do you want? 10? 20? 50 pounds? Yeah, 50 pounds. I think not. I think you remember why as well, don't you? Shall I keep your card for you? Shall I do that? Well, the whole line of people going, see that guy didn't get any money. That one there didn't get any money. You had to walk down the road like you didn't want any money anyway. You go. And there's people, they're funny when they get their money. I mean, we were in Edinburgh, right? There's a botanical garden there, and I was looking around. There's the tropical part, right? And it's all trees and shrubs and shit, right? And there was I learned a lot. It's good. Yeah. There's a sign there that said, please do not throw your money in the pond. And I thought, well, thank you for that. Thanks for that. At no point did I think I would throw, but thanks anyway. But you see, there are people who will. Stupid people. People who need protecting from their stupidity. We have to put signs up everywhere to help them through the day, because they're such fucking idiots. Mind your head. Thank you. These are people who are walking along, and they'll come to a pond and go... Threw my money in. I'll probably be lucky now. Because I can't get home. So we put signs up everywhere to help these people through their day because they need to be protected from their stupidity. I actually beg to differ. Shouldn't we be protected from their stupidity? Isn't that make more sense? I mean, these people, if you think about it, these people are allowed to vote. They can vote. They change our lives. These people affect our lives. These are people who, during election time, these are people who take part in phone polls, I always think. Which, of course, you have to be very stupid to take part in anyway. These are people who sit at home, take a note of the number, yes, no, don't know, write it down, dial the number, and go, hello? I don't know. Me again, no opinion as yet. Keep it posted, bye. Oh, has anyone else got this nasty little cough going around, isn't it? There's a nasty one there. There's a bug going around. I went to my doctor because I had a sore throat. He said, it's a bug. I said, is there anything you do? He said, no, it's going to eat you alive. Next, please. It's going to eat you alive, probably start in your face. Next, please. Yeah, go on. Is it just me, or do you think ugly people are cashed in on this thing? Seems to me they're very quick to get their pictures in the paper. Look, is that my face? No, it hasn't. You were like that already. So you can't even trust who you go to. You know, you go to a doctor. How do you know he's a doctor? You've got bogus doctors now. Christ, there's one he's a brain surgeon, for Christ's sake. Worked his way up to a brain surgeon. I didn't even realise till he started asking for the wrong instruments during an exercise, whatever the fucking word is. Yeah, you like that, didn't you? Thank you. This guy goes, operation! Yeah, you would remember, wouldn't you? And most of your hair missing. Operation. This guy was asking for the wrong stuff. He was going swab, scalpel, Swiss Army knife, bit of Lego. That's what that needs. Bit of Lego. Imagine that, finding out that. Oh, thanks very much. Thanks. Let me just write. I've just had my brain operated on by a carpet salesman. Okay, fine. Thanks very much. No, as long as I know. Thanks very much. That explains why my hair grew back in a fucking paisley pattern. Thank you very much. No, that's great. That explains why I'm getting through so much shake and vac in the shower. That's fine. No, I feel good about it now. I do. Yeah. I tell you who's a con artist. Dentists. Dentists. All dentists are. They're people who get into medical school and they decide after 2 weeks they're way out of their depth. I think I'm leaving. I can't do that. I'll just take the page on teeth if you don't mind. I'll be a dentist. Yeah, my dentist is an absolute sadist. He is. Yeah, he's a nasty piece of work. He gets a kick out of frightening you. You go right to his front doorbell, goes. Yeah, and people don't even make it a dentist. They call themselves dental hygienists. What is that? Hello, I'm a dental hygienist. What, you're a toothbrush? My local optician got busted. Turns out all his eye charts were out of focus. Have you had someone come and stay at your place, right, who wears contact lenses, but you don't realise until you go into your bathroom? They turn it into a little science lab for you, haven't they? You go and you think, oh, what the fuck is this? There's test tubes boiling away, you've got, vats of chemicals, there's a guy in a white coat and a clipboard, yeah? It's like a set from a Bond movie or something, yeah? Can I help you? I thought it was my bathroom. Well, it's not, it's a restricted zone. This is a lab for John and his weird eyes. Alternative medicine, that's where it's all at. I'm sure it probably works. I actually don't see it becoming an emergency procedure, I must say. I think it's a long time before you're going to hear an announcement like, oh, this man's having an asthma attack. Is there an aromatherapist on the plane?
Yes, I can help. I can massage the balls of his feet, you see. Yes, all the parts of the body are connected, you see. Is that feeling any better?
I think it's a long time before you'll be the scene of a car crash. Someone will come through the crowd going, make way, I am a herbalist. Dear me, what this poor man needs is margarine. Margarine. Yeah, he was a herbalist. He was a sort of herb butterist, you know. Margarine. Yeah, that'll make all the difference. I mean, people say they believe in it. People say they believe in it. Do they really? If you look in the front of their diary, what does it say? In the event of emergency, pick me some parsley? Well, I was ill the other week, I tell you what. I took my wife, it was a treat. We went to Paris, right, for a weekend. And I got food poisoning. As soon as I was there, I got food poisoning. And we were in this hotel. We were sharing the toilet with, like, the rest of Paris, it seemed. There was, like, 8 other bedrooms, but that's what it was, right? And I got food poisoning, and I was in the toilet. I was being very, very ill. It's very obvious I was being very, very ill. I was making very, very ill kind of noises. I don't know why it is when as soon as you start being sick, your arsehole wants a piece of the action. Why is that? You know, you're just doing it, and all of a sudden, this is a red alert. This is a red alert. Oh, please, not now. Yeah, now, I say, now. There's no way you can hold it in when you're being sick. It's a... Oh, God. No one come in. Don't see me like this. Something you can do, throw your clothes away, burn them. Stand in the toilet, flush yourself away. I'm being sick. My wife gives me the best piece of advice I've ever had. I got my face right around the fucking S-bend, practically. And she goes, try not to strain yourself too much. Yeah, thanks. Oh, silly Jack and his show-off method of being sick. There he goes again, exaggerating everything. Everyone's trying to get in the door at the same time. Then all of a sudden, everyone wants to use the toilet. You know, yeah, come out now. Like a fucking crystal maze. Come out now, come out now. Anyway, you know, when you've been sick and you're all shivery and shaky, and my wife takes me back to the room, and I got some sick on my t-shirt. No, not my fault. It was splashback. I wasn't my, you know. It was a French loo. I wasn't familiar with the design, you know. And she said, take that. She put my new sweatshirt on. Oh, thank you. I'm being looked after. I'm being looked after. And she wraps me out nice and warm, and I get to sleep. I wake up like 20 minutes later. I know I'm going to be sick again. I throw the sheets across. I'm halfway across the room. All I hear is, take off the sweatshirt! Yeah. But anyway, I'm a parent. I am a parent, and I was there at the birth. I was, you know. I wanted to be there. I thought it was important that I should be there to be able to encourage my wife, to stand with her and say things like, try not to strain yourself too. We went to one of these antenatal classes you can go to when my wife was pregnant, which is a good time to go to them, I have to say. Well, we've been going for many years. It really made no sense at all, I have to say. In fact, at one point I said, have you noticed a lot of women here just get fatter and fatter and stop coming? Anyway, you can go to all kinds of weird, loony, way out kind of classes these days. You can go to the kind of politically correct thing, you're not a woman unless you give birth in a swamp somewhere and eat it afterwards or something. And we went to the very middle of the road. My wife chose the class that she felt would best suit her spiritual program for living and her personality. She chose the take every fucking drug you can get your hands on technique, which is based on a book by an American. And we went, and they had this class was for men. They had a men's night. And the woman said, we all had to take a card off this table and talk about it, what it said. All the men had to take a card, right? So someone before me would go and he'd pick up a card, and it said epidural, right? And he'd talk about it for a minute. I'd pick up my card. You know what my card says? My card says, make sandwiches. So I said to the woman running the class, I said, sorry, I've obviously got one from your picnic club here. She goes, and she goes, no, don't if you don't mind, thank you very much, please. She said, a very important part of it, right? I don't know why I do that, she's nothing like that, but anyway. Very important, when your wife goes into labour, if you don't mind, thank you very much, please, you make some sandwiches. So I said, fine, okay, right. I hadn't understood that bit before. Let me get this right. When my wife is having a baby, and the doctor and the midwife and the nurses, the anaesthetist, they're all doing their bit, right? You think that I should kind of mingle, you know. With my Tupperware container. What do you want? Cheese and pickle or ham and onion? Go on, you choose. I said to my wife, this is surely the biggest load of old bollocks I've ever heard in my life. She said, I agree. She said, frankly, I've had enough as well. Let's not go out anymore. One thing I'd like you to do, can you just mop my brow? When the going gets rough, I want you to mop my brow. That would help. Bring a flannel in, mop my... So I felt good. I had a role to play. As the father, I promise you need a role to play. It's very, very important, because the last thing I wanted was everyone else be running around doing their bit, being very professional, as my wife going, ah! And I'm standing going, all right? It's a good hospital, isn't it? I mean, it's either that or having a hand crushed. I mean, you know, yeah. So my wife said, could I hold your hand, please? It's like putting my hand in a vice. I couldn't believe it. She was on the bed, she was going, ah! I was under the bed going, ah! Broke 2 bones in my hand. I was going, look, doctor, look what she's done. What do you mean, fuck off, you're busy? He's not very nice, that one, is he? Actually more painful than having a baby, that.
Oh no. Now you've gone too far. It's not more painful than having a baby. Let me assure you, Jack Dee. You wouldn't be making silly little wisecracks about it either. Not if you'd ever shut a melon, you wouldn't.
You're right. I bow to your experience. I have no right to comment because the fact is I don't know how painful it is. I don't, and that's that's the truth of it. And you know what? I never will. Isn't it great being a bloke? I can see it tomorrow. Yeah, comic found dead outside Palladium. Cabbage Patch dolls, stuffed up anus. Anyway, we're there. My wife goes into contraction, right? So I think, well, now is the time to mop her brow. Because I've been practicing, I knew I was on. And I just get it ready, just nice, and I'm just mopping her brow. You know what she says? She goes, "Get off me!" It's the flannel. Like you said.
Don't ever touch me again!
What's happening to her? Don't keep telling me to fuck off. Then my wife's head did a 360-degree turn. Little baby is born. It's blue. Yeah. I didn't know. Apparently, all newborn babies are blue. I didn't realize it. It was terrible. I was thinking, oh God, who do we know that's blue? To fight with a Martian or something. And anyway, the doctor said, "Do you want to cut the cord?" And I said, "Well, I don't want it hanging there, do I? Is that what happened?" See, it's so different for how you think it's going to be when you become a parent. No one can prepare you for it. You know, we used to, when we were expecting, we'd say, well, of course we'll have a night off every week. Probably have Sunday night, I expect. Well, it'd be Sunday, I expect. And we'll probably have a baby. We'll have a trained baby, a nurse, in fact. No, a doctor. Only have a doctor to babysit, right? After a few weeks of being a parent, you just go out in the street, ask anyone. You know, excuse me, you. You fuck off written on your head. Come here. You ever looked after kids? Pigeons. Pigeons. That's fine. Just don't get it to fly. That's the main thing. Bye. It is a sort of, the language, the development of language. I find that interesting. How they'll pick up a sound and kind of repeat it again and again and again. I like, it's interesting. My daughter at the moment is going through a phase where she is saying rather a lot. There's no warning. It just comes like that. She thinks she's joining in. You'll be sitting around, just having dinner, whatever. Please move on to the next sound, please. It's really not a very useful one. You've got it down to a T. Just have another go at a different sound, please. I don't know where she got it. I've checked the garden gate. It's not that. I don't know what it is. I presume she snuck out of a fireworks party or something. I don't know. Picked up the sound. But this is, there are the golden moments of parenthood where you'll be holding your child for the first time, how they'll just reach out and sort of grab you by the eyeball.
Oh, you monster.
Don't talk to her like that. She had my eye out. Yeah, but she didn't mean to. Didn't mean to go fucking blind, did I? These are golden moments, how you be holding your child, how they look you in the eye for the very first time, and they go, "Daddy." What a moment. What a moment that is. And the cat walks in. "Daddy." Daddy, no. Table, cat, daddy. Me, daddy. No, stop saying it till you know what the fuck you're talking about, all right? Because people make the mistake of thinking that kids are very vulnerable. They're actually tough as anything. Of course they are. They have to be, because they get patronized all day. They have this look, they can make you feel that big just with a look. Huh? They can just make you feel that big. There's people that don't even know come up to them. "Hello. Hello. Are you a baby?" Yes, I am a baby. Are you a mental patient, are you? They have to be tough. They get patronised, because even the parents forget. The parents are going, hello. They have this one look that they keep for their parents, I'm sure. His parents go, did you enjoy your dinner, Did you enjoy it? They just go... That's their way of saying, you bore me. So much, I'd actually rather shit in my pants and sit in it than listen to your pathetic banter. But I come to admire this. I think this is quite important. I think it's a pity that we don't maintain that sense of honesty in our lives, and we don't bring that. We lose that somewhere along the route into adulthood. We lose that sense of candor where we're that honest. Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be a different world if we could all be that frank with each other? Next time you're in the back of a taxi, you get that boring, unasked for conversation. You live locally? You just picked me up from my house, so I mean. I just catch a glimpse of you in the mirror. You're on the back seat going. Give it a real head shaker, you know. Try it for yourselves, please. Try it. We could start a new movement here. Yeah. Next time you're in the hairdresser, and they put that little cape round you. You're going on holiday this year? Oh, fuck off, I know. Oh. Hey, Daddy, fuck off, look what you've done. I love it when they start laughing like this. I do. I can now time the joke so she never gets her breath back. Yeah. I've killed 2 people like that. I'm kidding, it's great to have you here. What was I talking about? Does anyone remember? Was anyone listening? I don't know. Knickers? You weren't listening, were you? I've never mentioned knickers. I've got no routines about knickers. Oh, for Christ's sake, what's happening? I was having a little out-of-joke experience there. I was looking down on myself, trying to think of jokes about knickers. But I don't know, because now I'm a parent. Where once I was a child, now I'm a parent. My parents are retired. We're all one step further up the ladder. It seems a little strange. I know my parents are retired, obviously, because they've discovered the switch on the TV set that only retired people know about. You know that switch that says louder than hell? I don't know what happens when you're retired. Someone from the government come round, here's your pension book, and a little switch here for the television. I can't talk to them on the phone anymore. It's pointless. I ring my dad. Hi, Dad, how are you? This is the 9 o'clock news! Oh, Christ. I have these weird conversations with her. Hi, I rang you yesterday. Where were you? Space, the final frontier. Yeah, I've moved recently, and I rang them to explain where we'd moved. My parents got this map of Britain that is, so old. I don't know where the fuck it came from. It's like Moses came down from the mountains with it or something. It's like, yeah, I'm sure it is. He's got 10 commandments here and a map for Mr. and Mrs. D. Here you are. I keep saying, look, get a new map, please. There's nothing on this. Good sailcloth, is this? I say, look, get a map with London on it, for Christ's sake, all right? Not Londinium, London, all right? It's got things like, there'll be beasties here written on it, Very old map. Yeah, and I had to deal with estate agents for the first time in my life. I had no idea just how much aftershave those people use. I don't know if it's a law or what, but they seem to pull up outside your place and they go through a checklist. I've got my clipboard, got my tape measure, got my nasty little suit on. I think I'll just hose myself down with Aramis now. They come barging in the house. Hi, my name's Nigel. Christ, my eyes! My eyes! Oh, God! Agent Orange! Estate Agent Orange has come round. Got a wallpaper peeling off the walls, you know. I had a survey done, turns out I got rising kuros as a result. Anyway, I'm trying to do up the place myself, trying to do a bit of this stuff. And I borrowed a DIY manual from my dad, which is nearly as old as his map, you know. You look at people doing stuff. You see people you've been around a friend's house and they've got a drill out and they're doing... a shelf goes up while you're looking, just there. I can do that. I'll do that. I'll do that. I want to get myself a drill, right? I bought myself a drill. A lot of only men know this bit because it's about drills. Okay, if I can just explain something. Now, women, you don't know what I'm talking about here. And what that is that men actually like drills because secretly they think they are guns. Yeah. See, you won't have seen this. Women won't have seen this because if you see a man working, he knows he's being watched. He's been working. Oh God, this is tough work. On his own, different story, isn't it? Huh? Freeze. I went into this hardware shop and I got myself a drill. Bought myself a drill and very pleased with it. And I can't resist all that equipment though. I must have. Give me them as well. I have the goggles, please. Safety goggles. Hard hat. I have a hard hat for it. Knee pads. That's what I must have. Knee pads. Utility belt, please. The leather one. The leather one. Yeah. So it's like a holster, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I come out of the shop looking like the fucking village people. Anyway, I see in this book my dad had lent me, there's this thing of sort of stripped floorboards, how to do it. And there's a picture of this guy, he's doing it. He's got immaculately pressed trousers, a bow tie, bowler hat. It all looks very easy, so I think I'll have a go, right? I went to a hire shop, get myself an industrial sander. The bloke behind the counter gets up and stops laughing. I get this thing. I don't know if you ever use one of these things. It says in the instructions, perfectly clear, in fact, what happens, you have to work diagonally across your boards all the time. That's the important part of it. But what actually happens is you'll plug it in, press the button, and it sort of goes, ah! Please, God, mate, that didn't happen. My carpet. So you got a trap door you didn't want, you know. And then of course the humiliation of having to get a builder around to sort it all out. The humiliation of having to actually explain to this bloke, well, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What has happened here? Yeah, like you don't already fucking know. But then, I thought, come up with it, just say, admit it, be a man, admit what you know. So I said, well, my wife. The only thing I'm actually good at around the house, I can actually bang a nail in, bend it double in one blow. Yeah. I'm rather proud of that, In fact, the only nails I really have a problem with those crinkle cut ones, screws. Yeah, for me, the nightmare of DIY begins in the DIY store. That's where it all starts from. I've never managed to buy anything I want in one of these bloody places. I think it's the music or something. I'm sure it's the music. I don't know. It's the girl from Eponina or something. I'm like a zombie with a trolley. I'm just going, blah, 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 blah. I don't know where I am. I don't know what I'm doing. I used to have confidence, but not anymore. Someone somewhere had the idea, if I put all my staff into boiler suits and baseball caps, then they'll be really efficient. No. Frankly, you might as well have bought them all little badges saying, hi, my name's Tom, haven't got a fucking clue. You're lucky if you get these people to stop playing with their arsehole when they're talking to you. Sorry, would you mind just holding both hands in front of you while we're talking? Is that... No. What is it? Is your sphincter a little talk button or something? Is that what it is? Can you tell me where the raw plugs are, please? What, 3 amp? Oh, forget it. See, when I was a kid, and it would come to, decorating, my mum would get us all together and she'd say, right now, your dad's going to do some decorating. So we're all going to stay out of his way, all right? We had to go in the garden, and my dad goes in the room, he's going to do is put sheets up in the window so no one can see. He's got bits of cotton wool in all the locks. Yeah. First there was a bit of a whistle. Kind of could have done this for a living, kind of a whistle, know what I'm doing. I'm happy with this, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And half an hour later, this is degenerated into a nervous hum. Be glad when this is over. I won't clean the brushes, I'll throw them away. But 3 hours later, we're just kicking a ball around in the garden. Suddenly, the ground beneath us begins to rumble. And we hear this appalling sound. We all look towards the house. Little animals in the hedgerow go. The dog decides to go. Yeah, I know he's going to go fucking it here, don't I? And this appalling sound would come from. Oh, shit! Shit and buggeration! You sodden piss flaps fucking wanking glue! Fucking shitbags! Fucking shitbag wallpaper! Oh! On and on into the night. The screaming. Oh, great! So my dad was a decorating werewolf. For many days and nights, priests were coming to the door. And after 7 days and 7 nights, there came about a silence, and the silence was eerie. And we knew that my father's work had been done. We had to go into the room where my dad had been working and look at, and say things about what he'd done. To my dad whimpering in a corner. Terrible things I have seen, man. Many of his toenails missing. I never knew why that was. And we had to say, it's nice, Dad. I like what you've done. I like the way the wallpaper goes that way. It's good. We never used that light switch very much, did we? And one year he'd gone on a rock market and we had coving for the very first time. Had coving. Just as we were looking at this piece of going. My mum goes, come on, everyone in the garden again. Let's go. Come on. Picnic time, picnic, come on. So we're 3 miles away, somewhere in the distance, we could hear, stay up, you cunt! Yeah, I don't know where I don't know where it all comes from. That I mean, I'm convinced the fact that that not the fact that I'm decorating doesn't worry me so much. The fact that I wanted to decorate in the first place is scary to me. I mean, and it seems to me that middle age descends upon us over a series of weekends, during which we have ideas and thoughts we never had before in our lives. So you wake up and you think, Sunday. I could have a bonfire. Do you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to iron my jeans. That's what I want. I want a nice white crease down the front of those 501s. That's what I'm going to have. I'm not going to get 501s anymore. I'm going to Millet's, get some proper jeans. Those ones with elasticated waistband, that's what I'm after. Good, sensible jeans from now on. Unisex jeans. I've reached a point in my life where I can wear unisex jeans. Yeah, and I'm looking out for these little sort of signs that maybe I'm moving into a new sort of phase in my life where maybe I'm beginning to behave a bit like a fart in certain situations. Oh, yeah. And the first one happened to me, imagine this, I was playing football in the park, just me and my nephew. He's 9 years old, just me and him. I played to impress. There was a little part of me that was going, Jack, how sad are you going to get? Two voices in my head were going, you know, he's 9. He's 9 years old. It's a new ball. It's his birthday. Let him have a go with the ball. The other half of me said, no, fuck it. I was never any good at this till now. Come on, tackle me, sunshine. You can't, can you? You can't do it, can you? And I'm limping home. I've done my leg in. I got dog shit all up my elbow, for Christ's sake. How that happens, I'll never know. I don't know what, you know, it's like a dog does it and flicks it at people as they go by. You put a muzzle on me, I'll still fuck your day up. Oh, God, there was a thing on the news about, they did this article on the news about the dog mess problem. And we got 7.5 million dogs in this country, all go out for a walk twice a day. It's a lot of mess they leave behind them, okay? So they're out in the street, the news people are out in the street asking people their opinion on this. You know, can I ask you what you think? You know, like they're going to find someone who thinks it's good, you know. I think it's all right, myself. I like a bit of dog shit, me, I do. I like stepping a bit of dog shit and getting someone else's car, in fact, it's nice. Fine by me. The point of the story is they interviewed this bloke. He worked for the council, poor bastard. I felt so sorry for him. And his job was to keep the grass down on the side of the road with a strimmer. I know. I don't want to work this low usually, but it's true. And he's there. He's got an orange boiler suit on. Little flip-up visor thing. And he's going, it's terrible, right? Because what will happen, right, is I'd be going along with my strimmer, right? And I'm covered in it. It's up my arms, it gets in my visor, it's in my moustache, I have to... Now, they wouldn't have this problem. If we could just pull our finger out and sort out this thing they have in France, they have the pooper scooter, you heard of this? Someone going around on a moped, vacuum cleaner on the back. Great idea, very simple. Vacuum cleaner on the back, it's going... And if he spots a mad... Right. Spots a mad on the road. He goes... Like that. Because he has a cockerel on the bike as well. And he gets the nozzle of this thing, and he goes, and it's gone. It's gone. It's a great machine. It is very good. It's not the kind of machine you'll flick on to blow, that's all I'd say. Oh, pardon. You bastard, I was on my holiday. Got this other one, which is you take a dog out, you have a little spray with you, a little spray. You take your dog for a walk and he's walking along, suddenly he squats down and do his business. You bring out the spray and you go freeze it solid, right? Simple. The shit, obviously, not the dog, sorry. I mean, that'd be a bit unnecessary, wouldn't it? Oh, we do that for? What way to go? Tell my mate to run over. And then you can just, whatever you want, put it in a plastic bag, take it home, put it in a deep freeze, whatever you know, it's not, whatever you want. 2 months later, no date on this one. Yeah. I complain a lot, that's another sign that maybe I'm getting a little bit into, excuse me, we went to a bar at lunchtime, right, and I said, can I have a Coke, can I have some ice in my Coke, right? Barman looked at me like I'd asked him to hang his cock in my drink. I mean... Oh, it's the biggest fucking thing I could have asked for, you know. Oh, I have to get the manager. Hang on, I get the manager. Hang on a second. I'll get the manager turns up. Manager, big bunch of keys on his belt, yeah? Can I help you? See this, right? That's responsibility. I can use a photocopier if I want. Oh, it gets me that there's still restaurants in this country that believe that orange juice is actually a luxury starter. Yeah, when I see that on a menu, I don't know whether to humour them or something. You say, oh, orange juice? Where'd you get orange juice at this time of year? I better not be full for my main course, won't I? Hey. But, you know, at least they're trying. At least there's an attempt here to maintain that whole thing of eating out. It's an important one where you go with friends, you talk. Not just a meal, it's an event, for Christ's sake. We've allowed this to be watered down by the American invasion, the drive-through culture, whereby you simply pull up in your car, wind down your window, talk to a metal box. I don't think you could find a sadder symbol of mankind in the 20th century than when he's at a drive-through. Burger! 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 Go to the window and pay. Oh, bloody hell. What window? Where? What? Yeah. Oh, Paige, you shut the window and have me dinner. Been done. Yeah, I've been done. Go to the final window. What window? How much bloody further I got to drive for me dinner? Oh, God. You got to find a window. Out comes your dinner. Now, fuck off. And mankind finds himself a darkened corner of some seedy car park, eats his sad little burger. That was nice. Does you good to have a night out, doesn't it? You know, there's staff in some of these places wear little headsets with the old microphone, and they love that, don't they? They reckon they're Madonna. McDonough. That was a witty one, wasn't it? I love it. You going to Burger King? Been to a Burger King where they have this thing they have to say, "You got it." It's very irritating. Oh, God. It is very irritating. You go in, and there should be a law to stop them saying it more than once to any one customer. So you go, the idea being you can have your burger exactly how you want it. That's the whole thing. It's all cooked to order. So you go, I'll have a whippy whopper burger. I don't know. Piece of toilet paper in it. I don't want, hold the onions, And they go, "You got it." Yeah, wait, I haven't finished yet. And some French fries. "You got it." Yeah, can I just... And a Diet Coke. "You got it, you got it, you got it. You got it, you got it, you got it." Very irritating. Very, especially when you're halfway down the motorway. You look in your bag, find out you ain't fucking got it at all. I don't know, you go into these places and you go into these places all spotlessly clean, you go right up to the counter and it's everything's the same everywhere, you go right up to the counter. "Do you want French fries with it?" I haven't ordered yet.
No, but when you do you want French fries?
Well, maybe we'll see. I'm sure if you went in with the guns, they give me all the money in your till. "Do you want French fries with it?" Yeah. I went in once, I said, can I have a coffee? That's all I want. Can I have a cup of coffee? Can I have a coffee? I said, "Do you want French fries?" "Yeah, stick a fucking sausage in it as well, why don't you?" But you go, you give them your order, and they put it in the little, the keypad, which isn't a keypad, in fact, it's just a tray with buttons drawn on it, that's all it is. So go. By the way, excuse me, what is it in McDonald's? What is filet, what did you say? What is it, filet oh fish, is it? What is it? Is that what you say when you go in? "Can I have a filet oh fish, please?" Because they've taken the F out, haven't they? You feel obliged to sort of have a bash at that pronunciation, don't you? "I'll have a filet oh fish, please." Filet oh fish. I feel awkward asking for that. I can't bring myself to... I do. I have a Big Mac and a quarter pounder with cheese and fish, please. I'm sorry, the last one. I didn't get the fish, please. Sorry, I didn't get... Filet of fish, all right? Filet of fish. Filet. I'm the arsehole. I said it. I'm the arsehole. I'm the arsehole. Filet of fish. I'm the arsehole. Take my photo. Arsehole of the month, please. Photo on the wall, please. Arsehole of the month. Filet. I don't know, but some of these other places, they just pride themselves in their cleanliness. That's all it's about. That's their big deal, is the cleanliness you go in. And it's whatever you look at, it's very clean. What you don't see, of course, is under the counter. That's what you don't see. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Where, of course, they're actually wading around in grease and chip fat and shit and Christ knows what. Of course they are. Of course they are. Have you ever wondered why they walk like that? Hold on, right back with your order. Enjoy your meal. Thanks a lot, you've been great. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. please. Thank you very much. You know, for me, the important thing is, yes, you are enjoying it, aren't you? For me, the important thing is, well, you know, for her, it's a night out. That's the main thing. For her family, it's a night off, let's face it. The important thing for me, ladies and gentlemen, is that I've managed to bring some sunshine into your lives. Because, you see, folks, if I can call you that, the way I look at it, if I can bring some sunshine into your lives, then you might go away and bring some sunshine into the lives of others. They in turn might go away and bring still more sunshine into the lives of still more people. And before very long, there'll be a lot more sunshine in this world. Because what I haven't told you, ladies and gentlemen, is that I am Jesus. I am Jesus, and I thank you all for coming here tonight. I thank you for coming here, and I must stop doing this. This is a serious mistake in my case. This brings back a lot of bad memories, I can promise you. You want to see what happened last time this happened? Jesus Christ. Oh, God. I can ruin my Easter, I can tell you. Wait, now, I'm not Jesus, I have to admit. I'm not Jesus, that's a joke. I put it in. I like to test an audience. It's important. When I said I'm Jesus, you all laughed. Now, that's very healthy. Can I congratulate you on your reaction? That's very... Whenever anyone says to you, you just laugh in their face. Kick them. I am Jesus. Oh! A good indication in itself that he probably isn't Jesus. You see, this is how cults get started, and people get sucked into it without realizing it. Before you know it, you're a member of a cult. And I don't know why anyone would want to be a member. This is how a cult starts. Someone going up to someone else in the street and saying, I am Jesus. Oh, you? It's a bit of luck, isn't it? I will follow you. And so a cult is born. I can't think of a single advantage why anyone wouldn't belong to a cult. I can't. Maybe one advantage, I suppose. One, you wouldn't get bothered by people from other cults, let's face it. It's not like the Jehovah's Witness going to come knocking on your door saying, hello, have you wondered where Jesus is? No. He's indoors. Do you want to come and have a word? I don't think so. I don't. No, I won't. Thank you anyway. As long as you know where he is, that's the main thing. Ha ha ha, good. Fucking hell, I thought we were mad. I'm going to leave you. I have to go. You have been a great deal of fun. Thank you very much. A great audience. I should thank the staff and the crew, but I'm not the grateful type, so... Oh, fuck them, they get paid. Anyway, if I'm ever here again at the Hello? Could we have the lights back on, please? It wasn't actually meant to get the biggest laugh of the evening, but then... Evidently, some of you think that turning a switch off is actually cleverer than what I've been doing up here. In which case, I shan't waste any more of your precious time. Well, thank you. It is it's a really hot day today. It's 115 outside, apparently. And I've actually been here since 10 o'clock in the morning, incredible to believe. And I do have to go now because I left my dog in the car, actually. No, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. I put newspaper down. Thank you very much. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks a lot. Good night. Thank you. Thanks very much. Thank you. Good night. Thank you.
Bye.